Hello, fellow scientists. Let's get into our science lesson for today. Today we are reviewing, like we are in every subject this week. We're looking back at our benchmark test from last week or a couple weeks ago and seeing how you did, and taking the 5 standards, the 5 topics that you had the most trouble with, and doing a lesson each day this week. Science is a little different because one of the topics had several questions, and that seemed to be a topic that you struggled with a little bit. And so today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, we're going to be discussing the topic photosynthesis, reviewing it. We've already done it, but we're going to review it a little bit, okay? So we're going to start today with photosynthesis. Now, let's look at the standard here, what you are expected to learn. It says support an argument with evidence that plants get the materials they need for growth and reproduction chiefly through a process in which they use carbon dioxide from the air, water and energy from the sun to produce sugars, plant materials, and waste oxygen. And that this process is called photosynthesis. That is a long standard, isn't it? Because photosynthesis has a lot of parts to it. And so we're going to be going over it the next 3 days, just making sure you've got that drilled into your head. So the next time you see a photosynthesis question, you will have no problem at all. Now, here's the first photosynthesis question from the benchmark test. And it's kind of just a common sense one here. So let's take a look at this. It says a student lists how to care for an air plant. So an air plant, you may not have ever heard that before, but an air plant is a plant that is hanging in the air. It's not got roots in the ground. So that could be one of the reasons why you missed this question, because not many people grow air plants. But this student lists how to care for one. First, spray with water every few days. So you're going to spray the plant with a water bottle. Keep the air temperature above 45 degrees. It's floating in the air, so you don't want it freezing up there. Provide periods of sunlight during the day. And do not plant in the soil because it's an air plant, right? So which statement about photosynthesis is best supported by the student's list? All right, so let's look here at these statements. Air plants do not need sunlight for photosynthesis to occur. Well, look what the student said. Provide sunlight during the day. So that wouldn't be it, because this student says it needs sunlight. Statement 2. Air plants do not need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis to occur. Well, you can't really tell that from the chart right here, but we have learned in class that plants need sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water for photosynthesis to occur. So hopefully, even though it's not in the chart, you would have remembered plants need carbon dioxide. Remember, they breathe off oxygen. We breathe in oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide. They breathe in carbon dioxide. So remember that. So that can't be it, because we know plants do need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis to occur. Air plants do not need soil for photosynthesis to occur. Well, look right here. Do not plant in soil. So that has to be it right there, this third answer, because this plant is not planted in the soil and it's still growing. So it does not need soil for photosynthesis to occur. Air plants do not need water. Well, it says water it. So the correct answer on this one would have been this third one. Hopefully you could read the chart and cancel out the first and last one. If you didn't remember that plants need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, you might have chosen that one, but you could eliminate that really by looking at this third one. Air plants do not need soil because it's not planted in the soil. Okay, so as we begin this week reviewing photosynthesis, we're going to do a little Mr. Binox video on photosynthesis. Goes into great detail about the parts of photosynthesis. It's not that long, so I want you to watch it from beginning to end. Make sure you pay close attention. Then the lesson will end with a little song about photosynthesis by Mr. Parr. I think you'll enjoy that as well. All right, we'll talk more about photosynthesis tomorrow. Make sure you watch both of these instructional videos on photosynthesis. We'll see you then.